Hey guys, this is Drakkalan bringing you another video today. Thought I'd go ahead and make a couple just so I can get some content up. So I'm going to talk about what I've been working on my account, some other information that I got out of my guildmates, specifically Omega has been offering up a lot of great information. I haven't had time to watch the other content creators' videos yet to sort of check out what they're doing, but I know what I'm working on specifically. So we're focused on that 7-day mission. We're focused on completing our quests, right? So if you look at your quests, you've got daily quests. We've been knocking these out every single day because you always want free gems. You always want this free Neo Stones. And the gold's kind of, even though it looks like I have a lot of gold and a lot of neostone, everything's extremely expensive to upgrade, so everything's resource heavy, so you really need to kind of buckle down and focus early on in this game if you want to be successful. So let me turn this volume down just a hair so I don't get feedback. Okay, so right here, I'm kind of focusing on trying to make sure I go through this, defeat Specimen, Izard, right? So Specimen is sort of like the gear dungeons in this game, if you're used to that, or rune dungeons. This menu right here in the middle, it spins, and this is where we can kind of have a bunch of different things to look at. So this daily training is extremely important. We'll talk about the specimens in a second. I haven't done mine yet today. Server resets my time, which I'm Central Standard Time, at 2 a.m. So I'm trying to get to where I can climb up through this as hard as I can. This tab spins also. 5 is max tier. I'm just doing 3 right now. I might be able to do 4 today. We'll give that a shot. As you can see, the rewards are in the lower left-hand corner. We get first-time clear rewards of gems and these XP potions. These potions offer XP boost to your characters, but the other more prominent use of them is to create ability skill ups from it. And we'll talk about that in a second when we go to the craft menu. There's a few, you can get this from farming materials and stuff, but this is the best area to get it in. And then of course the gold battlefield, pretty standard, just more material upgrade. If we back out of that and we go to craft, each one of these buildings can be upgraded. I've got mine all at level 3 except for the gem refinery. I just don't need to make that many gems, so, or at least not right now, I don't need to. So I'm kind of focusing on these 3 because I want to be able to start making equipment, and I want to make sure that I can have all the resources available that I need to. This conversion station is what is very important, and this is what I was talking about with those XP boosters. You can fill these XP boosters into here to create these ability amplifiers. So whenever you go to level up your heroes, you need to unlock these to take them to the next tier. Same thing with these tanker cores, dealer cores. This is how you kind of level break stuff and give their abilities higher stats. So I'll show you where we use those in a second. So upgrade laboratory, this is where we can farm some of this green stuff. I don't know what they call it, compound powder. Once we get this compound powder, what I've been doing is I want to finish upgrading this building so I can make the maximum XP booster. But for now, this is the best we can make. We got a bunch of ability amplifiers that are in process or in work. This last slot that's not unlocked cost money. I just didn't want to spend the $5 to unlock it. I know it's pretty bad. We might do that down the road at some point. I do have the monthly subscription, which is giving me this extra ability amplifier. But just make sure you guys are keeping your crafting slots full. Upgrade materials, right? That's the wood, the glass, and everything. I don't know if I'm allowed to upgrade while doing this. Let's see if we can. I didn't realize I had enough material. Yeah, awesome. And next thing, we'll work on this upgrade for the conversion station once we have a little bit more material to do it as well. And then the equipment is what's going to be my 3rd tier of focus. Moving right on. So if we talk about the trace specimens, because that was brought up in that quest log, you've got Trivia, you've got Izard, or I think that's how I say it. I'm doing stage 5 on both right now. As you can see, my best record is 135. That's about standard time for me to run. Once we get some optimized teams, then I'll start climbing up higher. As you can see, 5-star is the highest tier gear that we can farm from this. So I think the 6-star gear is going to be really rare, but I know we can get 6-star gear. I just don't know if we're going to be able to get it through these dungeons. And we'll do separate videos on the dungeons once we start building those teams up. Because you can get to tier 5 running pretty much any team. You don't need to be optimized for that. The pack shop is something else I recommend investing into. Right, like right now we got a bunch of 3-star gear, but you can get stone and lumber and glass, basically your building upgrade materials here. You can also get 4-star gear. So this is effect resistance. If this 4-star violent boot, which is the attack set, wasn't effect resistance, if that was attack percent or something else, I would buy it. If it's flat stat, I would not buy it. But effect resistance, I don't have any use for that, especially at a 550,000 gold price tag. So we'll leave that alone. In this game, it's gloves, boots, and rings that give you your percent stats. You should expect flat stats to be on the chest piece and the belt and the weapon. Well, I wonder if we have enough gold to go ahead and finish upgrading our shop, right? So you have to buy these extra slots. So we can go ahead and unlock this additional slot, and then we're a little bit short to unlock the final slot. And there's also vampire in the sets in this game. I haven't unlocked any of it yet. So, going beyond that, contract and card draw, right? That's how you get more gear and more heroes. So card draw we talked about a little bit in my last couple of videos. Tark being the banner hero right now. You get always do your always do your 10 draws. That way you get the guaranteed SR, because it's so hard to get some of this material to do these draws. It's pretty gem intensive if you try to do it the other way. Right, even on the friendship draw, you don't get a bonus for the 10 draw, but I'm just maintaining that same mentality that I only want to draw when I can do 10, so that I can guarantee that I'm getting at least an SR. The contracts is how you recruit new mercenaries. Some of these can't be recruited unless you make it to a specific spot in the game, right? This contract condition. So Ziv's a perfect example. This is how they try to get people into Arena and enjoy Arena. So to unlock him, you have to go into Arena and get up to 3,000 points, and that tells you right here 3,000 points to unlock him. Iron upgrade quest step 1. So following through quests is going to unlock you several of these heroes. Purchase package after clearing Hars 10-8. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, so there is a they really do try to push a lot of in-game purchasing, which, you know, it's hit or miss. You're supporting the development of the game, you're supporting the game's maintenance and everything, but still, it's like every little facet of the game doesn't need to have a paywall. But there is a package you can buy to get Trevor. And then Evelyn, I guess, is going to be the same thing once we get past 2.8 in Season 2. But Ziv is free, Iron was free, Josephine. There's a lot of these guys that are just free from playing through the game and getting the missions done. Some heroes that you need to focus on, right? And this is probably why you guys are here, to find out what heroes you should get. There's 2 heroes that you need to contract out as soon as possible, and this is information that I was given by my guild. I missed it. I didn't see it. Let's see where they at. So Kairos, he's going to be one of the ones that you want to get a contract for. This upper tab right here, this little contract looking monetary item, you can get these from completing quests, completing event missions, and that'll allow you not to have to spend gems to unlock these guys. And you'll get 3 or 4 of these free to play early on. So save it up and make sure you buy these guys, the first 2 heroes I tell you about. So Kairos is one of the ones you need to make sure you buy. If you look in this lower left hand corner of his screen, there's a collection effect, and you have to collect 2 heroes to set this off. Sometimes it's more than 2 heroes, and if you read the message, it says gold cost down when powering up EQ. So that is going to save us a lot of money and time in the long run if we just get both of these heroes. So Kairos is one of them, and then Rosemary is the other. Right, so Rosemary is a union hero down towards the bottom. I just unlocked them. I haven't leveled them up yet. And that's the thing that you need to be looking at as well. So look at the skills that the heroes have, but more importantly, kind of look at what they give you down the bottom corner, right? Like we unlock these 4, it gives us gold up in battles. What does Trevor give us? He gives us attack up, right? And this isn't saying that you have to have them in your team. This is just you need to unlock all of the entire set of them to create that collection bonus. So the other thing you need to look at and pay attention to is this upgrade, right? So if you click on the upper right hand squares, the menu option, and you click on upgrade, every time you level your heroes, the upgrade points are going to increase. I went ahead and put a bunch of points into tank, attacker, ranger, and supporter. I do not recommend doing that. I think that's a waste of points right now. I think early on you need to just focus on this mercenaries power up until you hit 50, and then decide where you're going to go from there. The reason for that is the base stats get applied to everybody, and the battle XP, right? I'm pretty sure that's increasing the battle XP over time. So it's kind of like a constant XP booster that's always applied, and it goes up pretty significantly. As you can see right here, it's almost a, what is that, 8%? I can't even do math in my head. 3 and yeah. So you get a pretty good, significant increase every single time that you upgrade this, and it's going to just help you progress faster. That's why you see a lot of people that might be your level or lower level, but they have higher level heroes, is because they've been putting all their points into that singular upgrade slot. You also want to go to your event tab and kind of plan out your events, especially since right now we have this bingo mission going on. We've got until December 11th to get it done, which is 19 days. Make sure you're doing this every day. It resets at 2 a.m. So we've got the check-in, we got the arena, we got the battle center. Battle center needs to be getting done every day anyway. Like I said, you need those badges to upgrade your hero skills. There's 3 sheets of this bingo board that we need to work through. And that's why it's so important. If you want to get through all 3 sheets and get everything done, kind of take a look at what your rewards are going to be. A lot of times those rewards will need to be used to do the completions, but I think on these 3 sheets we'll just have these same requirements. At least that's what it's been looking like. So let's check the 3rd sheet just to make sure. Yeah, so it's just showing the same thing. And that's how we collect the tickets and get everything completed. That's free energy. This upgrade material, the SSR cards, those are the biggest things that we want to collect from this. So make sure you're completing those daily rewards. Let's see, we got Aslan's missions, clear various missions and achievements. Right, so this is something else. This is mainly like a level up, right? So you hit level 40, level 60. Level 60 is what a lot of us are trying to get to for that SSR skill card. And that's it for this video, guys. We've hit the 10-minute mark. I just kind of wanted to walk you through there, show you where we're headed. Most of my resources, honestly, because I didn't know what I was doing to begin with, I put a lot of resources into Ana. As you can see, all of her abilities are already SS. And I'm just going to stick with her because she's got an AoE attack, she's a ranged hero, and she does stun, and she does knockback, so she's useful in a lot of areas. About to cough. Sorry about that. So the one thing we're missing on her is we don't have the SSR card. I don't have a better rage card to put on her yet, and we don't have her exclusive equipment. Those will significantly increase her stats over time. We do have all 4-star equipment on her, but a lot of these are not the best, right? So I got an attack percent card here, but then we look at the second slot. Where are we at? Attack percent there, and the shoes. Yeah, the shoes should also be a percentage based, but all I have is flat HP. Don't steer away from the flat HP stats, especially if you're a 3-star gear or below. The flat stats are going to do better than the percentage stats until you can get certain scores. But we'll do a video on gear separate from this one. That's just the update on the state of the account. If you guys have any questions, leave it in the comments below. Like, subscribe if you made it to this part of the video, and let me know what I can do better. I'm just here to offer as much information as I possibly can. Have a good one.